You've been sitting there, looking at all those crochet videos, thinking, I could never finish something that fast. But what if you could finish a whole project today? Not tomorrow, not next week, today. I'm going to show you 5 beginner crochet projects you can actually start and finish in a single day, even if you've only been crocheting for a week. And I'll walk you through each one so you know exactly what you're doing, what you need, and what to watch out for. But first, let me tell you the one mistake almost every new crocheter makes that makes projects take way longer than they should, because once you understand this, everything gets easier and faster. Most beginners pick a project that's way too big for where they are right now. They see a beautiful blanket or a sweater and they go straight for it. And then they spend 3 months on it, get bored, quit, and never pick up a hook again. That's the real reason most people say they tried crochet but it wasn't for them. It wasn't the craft, it was the project. The fix is simple. Start small, finish fast, feel good, then go bigger. That's the whole game when you're just starting out. Okay, so let's get into the 5 projects. These are all things a complete beginner can do, and every single one of them can be done in a few hours, some even faster than that. The first project is a dishcloth. Now, I know what you're thinking. A dishcloth sounds kind of boring, but hear me out. A dishcloth is genuinely one of the most useful things you can make, and it is perfect for learning because it's just a flat square. You're basically just doing the same stitch over and over in rows. That repetition is actually what you want right now, because that's how you get comfortable with holding your hook, keeping your tension even, and not accidentally adding or dropping stitches. For this one, you want to grab some cotton yarn. A medium weight, which is also called worsted weight, or size 4, works great. Cotton is good for dishcloths because it's washable and sturdy. You'll also need a size 5 or 5.5 millimeter hook. If you're not sure what hook to use, just check the yarn label. It'll usually tell you right there. The stitch you're going to use is a half double crochet. If you only know how to do a single crochet right now, that works too. The goal is to make a square that's roughly 10 inches by 10 inches. Chain about 25 to 30 stitches to start, and then just work in rows until it's as long as it is wide. When it's square, you're done. Fasten off, weave in your ends, and that's your first finished project. Seriously, you can knock this out in about an hour or 2. The second project is a simple headband. These are huge right now, and people love receiving them as gifts too, which is a bonus. The great thing about a headband is that it's small, it works up fast, and it gives you a chance to practice making something that actually has to fit a specific size, which is a useful skill. For this one, you can use a soft yarn. Acrylic works great here, something like a bulky weight or a chunky weight, which is a size 5 or 6 yarn. Use a bigger hook, around 6 to 7 millimeters. The pattern is really simple. You chain a strip that's long enough to go around your head, usually about 18 to 20 inches when stretched slightly, and then you join the ends together. That's it. You can make it wider by adding more rows or keep it narrow. Either way, it looks good. To join the ends, you can just slip stitch them together. If you want to get fancy, you can add a little twist before joining so it has that folded look. These take maybe an hour, sometimes less with chunky yarn, and you can make a few in different colors in a single afternoon. The third project is a keychain. This one is going to surprise you because it's so small and it takes almost no time at all. You're basically making a tiny little flat piece or a small tube shape and then attaching it to a keyring. Keyring hardware is super cheap and easy to find online or at any craft store. The fun thing about keychains is that you can try different shapes. A small circle, a tiny heart, a little rectangular tag. All of these are achievable for a beginner. For a simple flat circle, you start with a magic ring, which sounds scary but is actually really easy once you see it done once. You just work a few rounds of single crochet increases and you get a flat disc. Stop before it starts to cup up upward and you've got your circle. Attach it to a key ring with a slip stitch or just loop it through and you're done. You can make 5 or 6 of these in an afternoon. They make great gifts, great bag charms, and honestly, they're just fun to make. Use whatever scrap yarn you have lying around because you barely need any. The fourth project is a simple pouch or bag. Now this is one that feels a little more impressive when you're done, and it's still totally doable in a day. The idea is to make a small rectangle, fold it in half, Seam the sides and add a drawstring or handles. For this one, use a sturdy cotton or acrylic yarn, medium weight. You're going to chain a rectangle that's about twice as tall as you want the final bag to be. So if you want a 5-inch tall pouch, make your rectangle about 10 inches tall. Work your rows until it's as wide as you want, maybe 6 to 8 inches. Then fold it in half with the wrong sides facing out, seam up both sides using a simple slip stitch seam or a whip stitch, flip it right side out, and you've got a little pouch. You can add a drawstring by just working a chain through the top row of stitches, or you can crochet a simple strap by making a long, thin chain and attaching both ends. This project teaches you how to seam pieces together, which is a skill you'll use constantly in crochet. It's a great step up from the flat projects, and it's still totally beginner-friendly. The 5th project is a coaster set. Yes, a set, because you can make multiple small pieces in one day, and having a matching set feels incredibly satisfying when you're done. Coasters are worked in rounds, which is a different technique from working in rows, so this is your chance to practice that. For coasters, you want cotton yarn again, medium white, and a 4 or 4.5 millimeter hook. Start with a magic ring, or just chain 4 and slip stitch into the first chain to form a ring. Then work single crochet stitches in rounds, increasing every round until your coaster is about 4 inches across. The increase pattern is simple. Add 6 stitches every round and you'll get a flat circle. When it's the size you want, slip stitch to join, fasten off, and weave in your ends. If you want to make square coasters instead, that's also an option. You just work in rows like the dishcloth. Either shape works, and both look great on a coffee table or as a gift set. Okay, so now you've got 5 solid project ideas. But before you just pick one and go, let me give you a few tips that will make your first project way more enjoyable. First, don't skip the swatching step. I know it sounds unnecessary, but just making a small test piece with your yarn and hook before you start your real project saves you from making something the wrong size and having to redo it. Just make a little square, measure it, and see if it matches what the pattern says. Adjust your hook size if needed. Second, count your stitches at the end of every row. Every single row. This is the thing beginners skip and then wonder why their project is getting wider or narrower without them meaning for it to. Just count. It takes 5 seconds, and it saves you from ripping out work later. Third, use stitch markers. If you're working in rounds, you need to mark the start of each round so you don't lose track. You can buy actual stitch markers, or just use a small piece of yarn in a different color and loop it around the stitch. It makes a huge difference. Fourth, don't pull your yarn too tight. Tight tension is